In this webinar, I want to talk about business process technologies company and our 3 product lines, paying more attention to web wellness. And now let's talk about wellness. So the other 2 products were connected to business. The business should be created by someone, right? And the application should be used by someone. And the main link in all this is a human, because without a human, nothing would be possible. And our life is not possible without health. It is possible, but you know that the quality would be totally different. You can't live a full life if you are not healthy. Do you agree with me that the health is a very important part of our life? Right now, I want to talk about the last but not least line of products, such as WebWellness. WebWellness system is a unique system for human life prolongation. It consists of several devices, which you can see on the screen, which are connected to the unified cloud database. You carry out the test with the help of a device from Life Expert series, which you can see on the left, Life Expert and Life Expert Profi. And in a minute, you get a conclusion of a functional state of 47 organs and systems, and to see the probable diagnosis. Then the system will provide an individual preventive complex for life balance device, which you can see in the top of the screen on the right, thanks to which you can prevent more than 800 different diseases. You can take into control your health and to see how we are being influenced by environment situation, bad habits, food, even work. How does it work? Everything is easy, and these are all physics and medicine laws. Let's imagine a human body. On this picture, you can see a human. Everything is based on the method of collecting certain information from biologically active points. So you put 2 electrodes on your head, take 2 electrodes in your head, and put your feet on 2 small foot plates. And we are measuring electrical resistance. The system measures the resistance like we can see here on the picture. It is connecting our active points one with another one in 30 different variations. So 6 electrodes, 30 different variations of connection by measuring electrical resistance. How it works? Proportions of these measurements of electrical resistance between electrodes of healthy human are different from the same measurements of a ill person. So we have carried out around 40,000 measurements of patients who after that went to hospital and clinically approved their diagnosis. The system shows you your results, comparing your results with more than 40,000 patients who were clinically testedly approved. This is like our big data, our database. And once you make the test, more often you run the test and more often you do an automatic complex for your life balance device, the results became more clear. You get to know the device and the device gets to know you when you do the rapid test. And these are very good news that this system went so well. It turned so famous that nowadays more than 10,000 families all over the world already use this technology. On this screen, you can see our 2 testing devices, Life Expert and Life Expert Profi. Right now, we want to talk about Life Expert mode. This mode is made for individuals, so it's consulting us on information about functional state of 47 organs and systems by doing express tests, which can be done in the morning and in the evening, selection of drugs most favorable for the body, identification of the individual, selection of food products, medicine, cosmetics, diaries, supplements according to the test results. For this system, you can use any of these devices, Life Expert or Life Expert Profi. But then we have Life Expert Profi in Life Expert Professional mode. This is more serious. it does other types of testing. It does express testing, drugs and supplement selection, food intolerance testing, electroacupuncture according to Vol, Vega test, bioresonance therapy, automatic composition of bundles for bioresonance therapy device based on the results, selector database for the hardware-software system, consisting of more than 35,000 test resonant frequencies, a unique mechanism of self-improvement. By regularly studying your body and using the life balance device, you can take into control your health. The device works in two directions, based on the bioresonance method and the discovery of the greatest American scientist, Royal Raymond Drive, the law of physics and the discovery of this incredible scientist. He has invented microscope and filmed the pathogenic organism. He also claimed to have a documented mortal oscillatory rate for various pathogenic organisms and to be able to destroy the organisms by vibrating them at this particular rate, what we call bioresonance. I want to show you an example. Remember your lessons of physics? What does occur with a wine glass then when it's located near to a loudspeaker at which a signal is passed and the sound is changed gradually? So when we keep changing the sound frequency of a loudspeaker until it corresponds to the frequency of the glass. As soon as the resonance occurs, as soon as the frequency of a speaker corresponds to the frequency of the glass, the wine glass breaks immediately. This is what we call bioresonance. The same thing occurs with bacteria, fungi and parasites affected from electromagnetic oscillations of the certain frequency. Let's see on the video how it works. This video doesn't open, so I will send you this presentation, or you can find on internet. This glass should break. You can find this test on the YouTube, for example. The second direction is harmonizing, which also works on the principle of resonance, which can be compared with a tuning fork. Do you know what is a tuning fork? If you know, please write a comment above. Tuning fork is a special instrument that adjusts musical instruments to the perfect sound. And our life balance can also work similar to the tuning fork. How? Russian scientist Alexander Gurevich, who proved that each cell has its own electromagnetic field, and scientist Vol, who found the reference frequencies of health of each organ and organism in general. So when you use life balance device on a harmonizing antenna, for example, such programs like blood circulation, liver, gastrointestinal tract, the device starts to emit these reference frequencies, harmonizing your health. Also, the device includes a universal energy program that can replace you a cup of coffee in the morning or some energy-saving drinks, which normally cause harm to our body, and life balance don't. Here you can see the characteristics of the device. So it goes with 71 preloaded programs, 35 programs are anti-parasitic, 35 harmonizing, and 1 energy program. But it also can be programmed with the Life Pro application, where you can find around 3,000 different programs to choose for different issues, health issues. And here you can read some technical characteristics which also go in manuals. Okay, so basically this is all for now. Let me know if you have any questions. You can write your questions above and I will answer all of them. Vega test. Please advise if the Vega test is the one that compares the tested persona resonance with the 40,000 patients data. No. I was talking about express test, and if you want to, I can return to this screen page. Okay. This is a screen page where you saw the 40,000 patients data. This is about express testing. How the express testing is done. So there is a database of clinically approved results of people which were also tested by which have tested their electrical resistance with our method, and then we compare their results with the clinical results they have. And when you run the test, your results are being compared with this database. And this database is being wider and wider. This is not Vega test. No. What you mean, Vega test, electroacupuncture by Vol, these are totally different systems. I was talking about express testing. I will talk more about Life Expert Profi in another webinar. This webinar is to start because it's been a while since the last time we did an English webinar. This webinar is in general about 3 lines of products, paying more attention to WebWellness. And then we will talk more about Life Expert Profi in another webinar, but since I'm not a doctor, I will need to prepare very well. I hope I answered your question. So, electroacupuncture by Vol and Vega test is a different test, is a different type of test. We were talking about express testing. Thank you for visiting and for asking me questions. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that the information was useful for you, and I hope that I explained everything very well. We will be in touch. This is our first webinar. And please, when the video is published on YouTube, I will pass it to you. You can write there the topics you would like me to describe in the next webinars. Have a good evening. Goodbye.